Probably wondering why I'm standing here in the middle of the room and not sitting there where I usually am for these videos. But it's because today we're not going to be using the computer. We're going to be talking about mixing concepts. I don't know if Mati's going to put the text there, but whatever. Let's hope he did. Otherwise, I just kind of look weird. But anyways, we don't need the computer because this is all about how you approach a mix rather than what you do. No fancy plugins needed here. It's just about what's in here. Today we're specifically going to talk about, the reason I'm standing, how you mix within 3D space. And I'm not talking about needing some crazy surround sound stuff. I'm just talking about how you approach the concept. First one is panning. Everybody knows about panning. And what I like to tell everyone when I'm giving them tips about mixing is to think about your actual sound stage as a literal stage. So what does that mean? Imagine if you were, playing with a band, you don't just sit everyone right in the center and cramp into like one space. People don't fit there, so it's going to sound ridiculous. So the first thing you do is pan. So we got one person here, another one over here, and another one over here. Obviously, you normally have more than that when you're recording a band or mixing a band, but the idea is that you spread them out so everybody's got their own little space. But beyond that, a lot of people are just like, I think that's it. I don't know what to do. There's more. 3D space is not 2D space. It's not just left and right. You got to think about back there. You have all that space. You don't have the drummer standing up front and you don't have the other instruments all up front. You got to use the space. Tip number 2, use reverb, not as an effect, but as a way to create depth. When I'm over here, it takes a while for the sound to travel all the way to where you are, where the listener is. So you create reverb. You hear the room, right? But it helps things not feel so crowded. And the third step, EQ. Not everything needs to feel like it's front and center. Not everything needs to have the weight that it has. If you want your vocals to be the big thing, give them the biggest range of frequencies to play with. But if you got a piano back here, you've added a little bit of reverb, but you also want to cut off some of that low end so that it's not taking up space from the bass or the vocals, which may be up front. You combine all of these little tips, and I guarantee you that your mixes will sound way better. Stop just panning left and right. There's more to it. That's it for my mixing. I don't know what it was. Mixing tips. It was something else, but now it's called mixing tips. No, now it's called mixing concept. That's it for my mixing concepts. All right. I don't know if I'll do more of these, but if I do, I guess keep watching. Goodbye. Reverb.